Today specifically, I'd like to work with the Jaguar because in order to calm the mind, to find inner peace, we need to do what the Amazon shamans call bringing the Jaguar down from the tree. I understood that they were talking about resetting our fight or flight system. How do we reset our fight or flight system? And how do we get it to rest in one of the lower branches so that it can be in deep relaxation? So I want to do two things with us today. One is to go a little bit over the brain chemistry and how you can improve that, because in order to quiet the mind, you have to quiet the brain. I was raised by a nanny who was part Indian and part African in Cuba. And she was like a second mother to me. And I remember going into her room one day. I was 5 years old, and she was stripped down to her waist, smoking a cigar backwards and forwards, and with a bowl of burning incense in front of her, bathed in sweat. And as she hears me walk in, she turns around and speaks to me, and it's not her voice, it's the voice of an old man who says, "Come here, little boy, sit down, be quiet." And I was terrified. I wanted to know what had happened to my nanny, because I knew it was not her. And this voice says that it's an old black slave that is going to be looking after me my entire life. He said, "Do not be afraid. I will be looking after you, and I will be protecting you. And your nanny's fine. She is here. She is one of us." Golden jaguar that eats the dying sun, black jaguar of the night, come and open my eyes that I can see through the shadows. Bring me your gift of fearlessness, that my heart might become still, my mind quiet, my breath soft and even. Let me know your power and your medicine. You who know the ways beyond death into infinity, accompany into my sleep. Accompany me into my sleep every night and show me the ways up beyond the beyond that you know and that you are the guardian of. I call on the spirit of the puma and the mountain lion and the snow leopard of the Himalayas and the ancient cats. That you bless me with your medicine, that you become my ally. Be by my side. Walk around me. Protect me. Let me know that I am safe at all times. In the West, we don't have power animals. We have pets. We have domesticated animals that lounge around the house and that we use for comfort and for connection and for love and for intimacy. But the shaman has a unique relationship with the animal world. Remember, the word animal comes from anima, which means the spirit, with the spirit world that is animated and is able to connect with the spirit of the jaguar or of the serpent or the hummingbird or the eagle or the elk, depending on the qualities and energies that she needs to summon to herself. Today specifically, I'd like to work with the jaguar because in order to calm the mind, to find inner peace, we need to do what the Amazon shamans call bringing the jaguar down from the tree. After hearing this phrase for many, many years in my work in the Amazon, I understood that they were talking about resetting our fight or flight system. The jaguar spooked, is scared, it's made its way up a tree. And if you try to coax it down, it'll go and lash out at you and lash out at anyone else that it feels threatened by. So how do we bring that Jaguar down? How do we reset our fight or flight system? And how do we get it to rest in one of the lower branches so that it can be in deep relaxation like only cats can do? So I want to do two things with us today. One is to go a little bit over the brain chemistry and how you can improve that, because in order to quiet the mind, you have to quiet the brain. Today we live in a really staccato world of fast cuts, of constant stimulation, of having to multitask. And if you look at a movie from 50 years ago or 75 years ago, Humphrey Bogart in Casablanca, amazing that the camera scenes go on for 2 to 3 minutes. You learned your lines. The camera followed you. No quick cuts like we have in today's movies, which are bam, 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 to keep the overstimulated brain engaged. How do we get out of this high gear that we're all in, that we're being primed for by the media, by the news? We need to begin by resetting the brain. I want to share with you 2 supplements that are incredibly powerful for doing that are both serotonin precursors. Remember, serotonin is a neurotransmitter, is the happy molecule. Without serotonin, you're going to be miserable. You're not going to be able to meditate. You're not going to be able to make love. You're not going to be able to take a deep breath and watch the sunset without thinking of checking your email. You need to have adequate serotonin. Serotonin, 85% of it is produced by the gut, by your gut flora, that for 90% of people in the United States and Europe is damaged, has been damaged by antibiotics, and has been damaged by the chlorinated water in our water drinking systems. Our drinking water is full of poisons that is killing our flora, inhibiting the production of serotonin. But we can take supplements that are precursors to serotonin. 6 weeks of exposure to serotonin will repair the hippocampus, the structure in the brain responsible for new learning, for learning how to be at peace with yourself and at peace with the world. And if your hippocampus is damaged, it begins to shrink and you stop learning. School is out. You're done. You live in a world of been there and done that. Now, how do we go about repairing it? The precursors. The Amazon shamans knew the plants that increase serotonin production. And there are 2 that I want to recommend. One is L-tryptophan. L-tryptophan, you can order it from Amazon.com. You don't need to go to the Amazon. And this you need to take in the morning. Take that in the morning, take a half a scoop or a small scoop that comes in the package, or if you take a tablet or a pill. And then at night, you take another precursor for serotonin, which is called 5-HTP. Read about it. Google both of these things so you learn about the shaman's kitchen, how to turn your kitchen into a laboratory that you can begin to support the brain to create inner peace. This is where the Jaguar comes in. The Jaguar system for the shamans is the fight or flight system. Fight or run or flee. But when you can't fight and you can't run, then we go into not fight or flight, but freeze. We go into freeze mode, and all of the systems in our body freeze. Our immune system freezes, our emotions freeze, our repair systems in the body freeze. And so many of us today are living in freeze mode, paralyzed. The way to get out of freeze mode is not by going into therapy, even though that can help a lot, but by resetting fight or flight, repairing the hippocampus, getting the jaguar to come down from the tree. It's spooked. It's scared. All of us are spooked today. Are you kidding? Just reading the news is terrifying. It's extraordinary the amount of scary information that we're exposed to. And remember, the fight or flight system isn't a part of the brain that cannot tell time or distance. It reads about the violence happening somewhere in the world, and this part of the brain believes that the barbarians are right outside the village gates, and they're about to storm your house and steal your children. This is that ancient part of the brain, the limbic brain, where the fight-or-flight system is, the amygdala, that responds with anger, that responds with violence. Wow, how quickly do we become angry with our loved ones, with ourselves, with the stranger? Bring the jaguar down from the tree. Absolutely essential, because it's a very fine instinct that the jaguar has. Remember, the jaguar has no predators. It has nothing to be afraid of. Nothing. And once we understand that in our lives that we are safe, then we can instruct our nervous system to relax. It's okay. We're safe. Many of us were born with our jaguar way up in the highest tree in the forest because our mothers did not feel safe with their spouses. They did not feel safe with their baby. They were pregnant with this baby. What's going to happen to me? And already we were getting exposed to the stress hormones, adrenaline and cortisol, that go right through the placental barrier and programming us, wiring us for fear. And the jaguar is the master, the absolute master of this. The jaguar dares to go to the dark and hidden places in the rainforest that nobody dares to go into, and is totally at peace and safe. So today I'd like to not only share with you the brain chemistry, which is really important that we understand, but I want to share with you a meditation, a journey, a shamanic journey to summon the spirit of Jaguar, to summon that great archetype. Today we're all familiar with the shadow side of the Jaguar, the fierce, the angry Jaguar, the scratching, and your partner says something that you misunderstand, and you react aggressively instead of peacefully, instead of saying, "Hi, honey, what did you mean?" So how do we summon the light side of the Jaguar medicine? This is Jaguar medicine, and it's an ancient archetype that's available to all of us. So I'd like to invite you to join me in a journey to summon Jaguar and to work with Jaguar medicine. And to do that, we need to begin with our breath and with a breathing practice. With a breathing practice to help to reset our nervous system. So we're going to be inhaling to a count of 4, holding to 4, exhaling to 4, and empty to 4. Deep breath and exhale. And now inhale to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold to 4. 2, 3, 4. Exhale to 4. 2, 3, 4. Empty to 4. 2, 3, 4. Inhale to 4. 4. Hold to 4. 2, 3, 4. Exhale to 4. 2, 3, 4. And empty to 4. 2, 3, 4. Inhale to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And hold to 4. 3, 4. Exhale to 4. 3, 4. And empty to 4. And on your own, hold to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale to 4. 2, 3, 4. Empty to 4. Inhale to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Empty to 4. 2, 3, 4. Inhale to 4. and exhale. And in your mind's eye, I'd like you to turn to the west, to the place of the setting sun. Beautiful sunset over the ocean, maybe over the hills, the mountains, or across the plains. The sun is setting, the sky's turning red and orange. All of the colors of the sunset in their glory. The sun setting through the clouds, lighting up the sky. And you call on the spirit of the jaguar, golden jaguar that eats the dying sun. Mother, sister jaguar, I call on you. I summon you from the place of the setting sun. Come and teach me your ways, Mother. Teach me your ways of fearlessness in these times of great fear. Teach me your ways of truth in these times of half-truths. Teach me the ways of impeccability and integrity. Come, Mother, come to me from your mountaintops, the spirit of the puma, of the cougar, of the mountain lion, whatever is of your area, of your region. Come to me. Teach me the ways of deep stillness. Teach me the ways of alertness. Teach me the ways of navigating through the shadows and the dark, and knowing that I am safe, that I am protected. Mother, sister jaguar, come, look after me. I am one of your cubs. Protect us. Protect our medicine circle. Bring me your medicine. Bring me your strength and your courage. Show me the ways of the forest, of the deep rainforest that only you know. And show me the ways to the edge of the world and the ways beyond death itself. And tonight, as you go to bed, I'd like you to summon the spirit of the medicine cat to come into you, to enter you, to reset your adrenals, to find inner peace, to teach you that ways of perfect stillness that only the cats know, and to teach you to find your way through this great journey of life. Invite her to come into you. This is the spirit of the mother, of the sacred felines, of the spirit animal that is the guide of every medicine man and woman in the rainforest. And take that spirit of that feline, of the cats, into you.